Welcome back, Mr. Davo. Hope you had a nice cup of coffee or tea.
Yeah, thank you.
La ngamira ye tikando minne.
Yes.
I just wish to remind you that you're still on the oath.
Okay.
And you're still testifying in Mandinka.
Aka lafte hakilo bulan lako ye kali hanim bibe o kali o konole andu be sede yaro ke kamaninga kangolto.
Yes. To nyale.
Before the break, you had told us about the ordeals you encountered at Denton Bridge.
Nimbita dahala ya fonyen ye mantoro lumenu taki saro saloto Denton Bridge.
And that you were taken to the Red Beret.
Yes, samba bere nafa bere urengol la dinkirato sojaro la dinkirato.
Where you were again beaten.
Je kotake yale lipa.
You also mentioned that an object was thrown towards your direction and it hit a lady.
Nyum foko ye fenna fainang alkang albelarin dameng bari atata be musole fe.
To your forehead.
Men keta ifongo to feng keta ifango fanam fongo bala.
And you stated that the lady had a laceration right across the breast.
Andu musonye inata fo baramata asunjoto.
You also told us that they finally let you go. And you walked all the way to Bakau. To Koita house where you were helped by some women.
Kata Koita la Cordato Koita Sillahan for Musodul Fonate Imako Ije.
Took you to Usenu Daba's house.
Walenate Samba Usenu Dabla Bungokono.
I just want to go back to the Red Beret and what happened there.
Akwa lafta murula demanding wo nafa wulentiol beda min Red Berelu where anim menketa je.
I want to know the injuries.
Aka lafta lonna mum barama fasonu leketa je.
That the other people had.
Mo kotangulu menu baramata je lafta lonna mum barama fasonu leketa wulula.
Ha, wala mnyindi model wali singu nga panyami ye bliparo kama ibulu wali katitale.
Yes, just as I said, some people because of the beating, they had fractured arms.
Dol single katita.
Some had broken legs.
Balo be tinyata because of liparo.
Some also had some parts of their bodies also harmed because of the beatings. Because even me personally. Except the blood that came out of my head from the injury I suffered. But other than that, I did not sustain any other injury. But for beatings and the ache, the pain that I felt in the body, I had that one. Because that day, the kind of pain that I felt in my body, I have never felt that way before. And also what I saw with my own eyes, the kind of fear that I felt that day, I have never felt that way before. Because at that time, I went to an extent whereby I lost hope and I said today I was going to die. Because of and the reason for that was because of the beatings that I experienced and the difficulty that I was faced with that day.
Yeah.
I just wished for you to clarify something for us. You had earlier mentioned in your narration that you had never seen a dead body till that day, and also you said you didn't know whether the lady that was cut, whether she survived or not. Can you please clarify whether someone died that day?
Yenyim foko wolung ye kuje inenema menje menkete kijate kote andung wo muso men yala kumo foko men baramata ila je fanan wo fanan baramata nyame njoto fo inata fo fanan ko inenema fureoje fo wolung so lafta jele seneyandi wo fureo aning wo muso men baramata men momente lafta jele seneyandi la
The muso min benta dala.
The woman that was besides me, just as I told you, the knife that touched me on the head was the one that injured her at her breast. When it landed on her breast, she died.
She died, yeah, fatally.
She died.
So
the other woman,
bring soldier or not F.
When the soldiers came and said F,
they
took her from the group and went with her.
So after
so when they took her to between those two houses, whether they beat her up or they did some other thing to her, I do not know anything about that. But I was there when I saw her being thrown out. Whether she died, whether she was still alive, I was far away from her. I cannot say anything on that.
The lady that you mentioned had a cut across her breast. How did you verify that she died?
Ako ye muso men kumo fo muroye men sunjo barama isa asede ano nyadi le ko fatale.
She was close to me, besides me, and I was shaking her. Before I did that shaking to her, she made some noise. So that groaning to see if she was still alive. So she died. She was lying on me, quite close by me. And that made me even more terrified. Because I have never seen a dead body in that state. That amplified my fear. Because for a human being that is alive, the next minute to turn around and see the individual's dead body, that made me terrified so much. I was so much in fear.
Did you know that lady?
Well,
I do not know her.
I don't know her.
Apart from that lady, did you see anyone lying around not being able to get up?
Ako muso kola foi nata modo jele me ya lon ko be laring among wulino afai.
Yes, there were other people who would not be able to help to get up without assistance.
How about the driver, the one that was driving your truck?
Ako driver dum memba la moto borindi kandum wala ko be mun fono la auto nyintembe.
Well, I tell you another feeling na hana ben kono la ma.
So I eventually lost track of him, and even if he were amongst us there, I was not able to verify that.
Do you know the driver's name?
Frankly speaking, I do not know his name.
You also mentioned that when they asked you to go home,
you
left some people behind because they could not get up and go. And you met up with a group of soldiers who asked you about the ones that are left behind. Do you know what eventually happened to those people?
Well,
Frankly speaking, I did not get to know anything about their fate.
When you went to Usainu Daba's house, did you eventually receive any medical attention for your injuries?
Ako biritata Usainu Dabo la kordato fodum inata makoyro sotone pour ila baramolu fo e si jaral soto bang.
Yes, when I was taken there,
katabake gal yenchika iwori tan na yenchika ole nyama yembulani moto ko en samba Dr. Sisela clinic oto.
Immediately, because they were worried, they took me to Dr. Sisela's clinic. When I arrived there, I found some of my other colleagues there.
Can you tell us if those ones that you found there were in the same group that you were walking to go home?
Fodum yed menu tara Dr. Sisela loptano to fodu mo kilingolo ini menu tamata ali simula kasaina fo wol dol fanal bijele bang.
Ha wol bana dol bijele.
Yes, some of those were there.
Because birim putara sitting corner.
Because when we got to the sitting corner, when some of us went towards the Bakau end, some continued headed towards Serekunda. Those that went straight to Serekunda went on to Hosseino's house in Pipeline. They got there that night.
You said you arrived at Westfield by 12 p.m.
Westfield, Talantan Nimflawato, Suto.
Yes, 12.
Can you recall what time you arrived at the bridge?
Bridge maybe 12:30 or some minutes to 1.
When we got to the bridge, would be around 12:30 towards 1.
How long did your ordeal last till the time you were asked to go home?
Illa bata aliyo mantoro mentakije ya mera woye wato yirku jelleta fo janni baflal yesay.
Like 3 hours file na taro ibulo kono.
That could be almost 3 hours.
3 hours or more than 3 hours.
More than 3 hours.
With respect to your own personal injuries, did you eventually receive the much needed medical attention?
Ako ite fango balajato ila baramulu fodum inata jaral sahari masotonne bang pro ekelaw jararo kelaw baramulu jar.
Kabiring Ndala Dabo ya Samba Dr. Sisela clinic.
When they took me to Dabo's compound and eventually to Dr. Sisela's clinic,
Jeto nada inject penkoso.
There I was given injection.
They
gave me tablets.
But
I was also released on the same day.
Because
they said I was going to return to Gunjur. That was where I was going to vote.
So I released.
So they released me.
Back to Usain Daboya.
So they took me back to Usain's compound.
Around 5.
So that evening, around 5,
they organized
a vehicle
to
return me back to Gunjur.
But another time or delay.
But I delayed time
because
that time, after the evening prayers, if I return to Gunjur, I will take a whole day. I will get there in the afternoon. And I did not want that.
Because at
the time, rumors had already reached Gunjur. Some people even said that I was dead.
Even Bama, Birim Tata, Birim Putaram, Bama, and Jakumbota Polo, Akonye Umaru,
even my mother, when I arrived and she saw me, she cried and said to me, Omar, they had reported that you are dead. That was why I did not want them to take me out of that time and return me.
Nte pangole nga time o delay.
That was why I personally delayed my leaving.
Around 6.
Until around 6.
En kumasta kata.
Then I started to go.
Barimbe futala Gunjur.
But when we got to Gunjur,
it was around Pitirikola kata sapo kang.
It was getting dark.
So ntara birim putata.
So when we got there,
wato Sandam Bojang.
That time, Santang Bojang,
Alman nema ni kabarakela.
may God be merciful on him.
Wato atelemu UDP mol kabenga telea.
At that time, UDP people used to meet in his house.
So biring moto en samba jere panato.
So the vehicle took me to that place.
Kabiri en jindi.
When I alighted,
moli enje,
and people saw me,
many
people came out from their houses rushing to see me with their own eyes. Some of them were asking me. Some of them asked difficult questions. Santang Bojang took me into the house. We got into the room. So when people dispersed, I got back. I returned to my home. When I got to my home, I lay down. In the morning, my mother warmed some water. Before I went to vote, she warmed some water and she was massaging me. After I voted, I returned.
For more than a week.
It took me almost more than a week. My mother would massage me on a daily basis, every day. Because I stood myself and said to her, I am not dead, I am here alive. But the pain that I feel inside my body is too powerful. That was when my mother took it upon herself to be massaging me. And with the blessing of God.
The torture that you went through, how has that affected your life?
Except this arm, soldier.
At this right moment.
At this moment. Except this soldier that is paining me.
Because
sometimes if I lie awkwardly, it used to dislocate. And if that happens to me, I would have to sit still to allow the pain to subside. Then afterwards I will regain my comfort. Even if I stretched my hands in front of me and stretch it hard, you see this hand usually is stiff, it doesn't come back. No. That also is my problem.
Did this incident have any emotional or psychological impact in your life?
Akod nying kuolu men ketela teng fo ay mantora do sabu male ila sondo moto miraro aning ila hadamaya kolto.
Yes, among kuti nyan sondo mo bari kuola o time mo minamboda kuokono.
Yes, it did not do any negative impact on my psychology, but after I experienced that ordeal, at that time,
I entered about nearly a month.
It took me almost a month. When I lay down in the night,
I cannot sleep.
I cannot sleep.
Because no pereng.
I cannot sleep at all. Because I used to think it's like I was
just like I was still witnessing the same thing.
And that made me to be unable to sleep. That took me well over a month. I give thanks to God. I am a person whom you know that sometimes even if I am feeling pain, I could be with you and I will not tell you. But I know what is in me. And I used to do that too.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dabo, for answering my questions.
Mr. Dabo,
Mr. Chairman, I'm done with the witness.
Mr. Chairman, ko mparete le selo balasain.
Thank you very much, my counsel, for that, and thank you, Mr. Dabo, for coming to testify before us. And sorry about the horrible experience that you have also endured. Oh, sorry.
Chairman ko inumbara bake Mr. Dabo yeman toro mentaki aketa balafate andung bitun si haketu ila kolo ye atlata nyamin.
Before I turn to the commissioners for any questions they may have, I just want to seek a small clarification.
Ako janna commissioner lubula puri ye nyinin ka lafta dula nding senayandila.
When you left the combos to go to the provinces for the tour, were there any contingency plans made by your team?
Aliyefere dolu parendile bangeni tanyolu ferome yalonko alisinata feromenna ning alla kolu tata kenyado nyama.
Contingency plans would relate to how to react in the confrontation that you said happened in Jarakrantaba, I believe Sanklekunda, Farafenye, and I'm not sure if Simon Pachanki also, if it happened there with the APRC supporters. Were there any contingency plans on how to deal with that, or was it, interpreter, just allow me to finish the point, or was it a spontaneous reaction on the part of members of your team?
Ako fo ali fere de dale misali kama ning fitina tata wuli al ning ali nyosa banyolu tema fali fere de dale bang ateli nyanta tala menna misali kama ni ali boyin kan wala ning keleketa fali yo fero parendi le jannali be silo tala fodum katu fit keloketa karanta ba aning al tata dinkira ko tangol do ko ali yali kelendi damen ko farafenye bitum fodum ali yo fero parendi le jannali be wulla fodum birin al futata o dinkiral to yali boyin kan aliye jabe nyami aketa nyale maten rong o keta terem makolti fa keta wala nyama
birin budala indlaldo akati terem makolti.
Yes, when we got to these places it used to be spontaneous,
but janning ka move dawada,
but before we moved anywhere,
adamadingo eto nyapo
human being speak the truth,
na kebalu
our elders,
especially
Usenu, when we embark on any movement, he's usually someone that advises us that violence, if anyone troubled us, we should run away from it. He used to advise us on that. And there were people also within us that when there is a problem, they are the ones that used to come. They are in our group. They are also elders. They used to come and give advice to calm down things. Yes.
What I'm driving at really is whether or not you had a fighting squad in your group that would lead the fight against your opponents. If that is the case, then you probably had some plans made on how to react to that.
Ako abe menno kan ka senandi wala nyindi ko alla ka fokono fodum aliyemolu soto jelle meni alonko wulu pareri wala ka wuli pour nin kelo wulta wala be kala kala lalti wala be wuli la pour ka keloke fodum ali ka wuli la tenra ka lafta wala ko indi la woto wala nyindi ko allaw molu menu ka kelo kale menu yalon ka ali parendi kelo kama woto sila ko baytan la ko telefon am pareri wala wulta ka lafta jele senandi la
well ntol
Well, we do not have anyone in our fighting. Because our purpose is not for fighting. Our purpose is to campaign. In our group, there is no one that we prepared for the sole purpose of fighting. The violence is always spontaneous, and so we just get into it like that. Surprises us, and we. But there is no prepared group within us for the purposes of fighting. Because our leaders usually advise us to desist from fighting, even quarreling.
It's an analogy. I probably would give that to you in Mandinka. In Konkoro Betamala. And Yalo Nekafu Nyato, Kelobinale in Konkoro, whatever, baby men confront her. Ikaifa organize Nyamen Kitariake. Ule Tambi Nyato. Sim Consimarol, Ule Tukoma, a Kelo Nyinke. Bari Consimarol Nilubit la Comal. Fatel Tanyinto. Ale Consimarol Zalconal. No that I'll fundita bita Kelola. O common fundita Concoroni, will mantra tala purcata Kelola. Bari a confrontation Ninsoto, Inyato Jete Unyal. Be point when you becanem, Wolamu for a low group Ninkono. Catalia Falia, Ikafalia organized Yamek. Motomi Mutomo, democracy, Wolekatukoma, Wolamala Consimbaroti. O Consimbaro Motonin Kono, Consimbar Dolby Jeleba Melianco, Ninku Kedalia Funile, O Fempelaka de Janto, Atelule, as the defend.
The analogy,
self-defense.
The analogy I am given is the instance of baboons. Usually the females and the little ones are in front, and the male ones, the stronger ones, are behind. And given that, you told us that your vehicle, democracy, you are usually behind. It would appear as if somehow within that group you had some strategies for self-defense in the case you were attacked. Yes, our vehicle, we are usually behind, but we used to fight. But it used to be surprise fights or spontaneous fights. It's not to our liking. They just trouble us, and trouble starts.
Because campaign kono ntolning APRC mantara line killing.
Because during the campaign we were not in the same line with the APRC.
It told Tatare.
They went
for more than 3 days.
After that, we also embarked on our journey, and we never met. So the fight is a surprise to us. And each time we are surprised any time.
Yeah, democracy.
Yes, democracy, we fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Are you one of the male baboons?
Yeah. Imam C, you have any? Please, you have the floor.
Omar Dabo.
Imam C ko Omar Dabo.
Komesona Imam C. Oto bigen fekkon farafeñe mu ngi taxaw.
Ako ale moto mentara lorim farafeñe.
Dafa am ñu ko fa defoon wala dafa paanoon.
Ako moto ñim pantale bang fodum molle ya londi usiloka.
Abirim putata je moto la pan kumama mpontolier.
When we arrived there was no information as to the breakdown of any vehicle there.
Dolnga moto tara lorin silo kanne.
We found the vehicle on the road, and we made it known to them that we wanted the vehicle off the road.
So moma wulka effort ke.
And nobody got up to make any efforts.
So wala nantolpana wakil tanga moto push.
And so that was when we volunteered and alighted and pushed the vehicle. We somersaulted it to the other side.
Why laju len kan moko fa def.
Ako bari al manyinin karke jumale nyim moto ke silokan.
Ani tonya di manyinin karke.
No, that is true. We did not make any inquiries.
Because a police station of Balalom.
This is what we told them, because it was by the police station. Some of our people that alighted, those that were in the front, they went there and they spoke to them to tell them that they should remove the vehicle from the highway. So there was a lot of push and pull. That was when we alighted. We went and forcefully pushed the vehicle.
Wow, ñettel bi auto bi mom ako sabanja auto démocratie la arrêté wala sen auto yu campagne yob la
ako ñi moto men ya ke silo kan alota damen amunta akuntuta atella démocratie moto do ni ñato bang fo moto do men fanal be convoy ñin kono wala men be silo ñin kam fa kuntuta moto jamal le ñato
ñato ko le fo moto ñin tara lori.
The lead, the head of the convoy were the ones that actually met this vehicle standing. So all the vehicles that were going, the whole convoy was at a halt. So there was a lot of talking in front of us. At that time, we did not know what was happening. That was when we alighted from our vehicle. We went there. So when we got there, so we found that there was negotiations to see how to remove the vehicle. So we did not on the other side of the road, and we continued on our journey.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
It seems there are 3 groups working together with you.
La pressa bale beje men nal bidu ko la.
Have democracy,
human rights,
and the UDP stalwarts or supporters.
Ani UDP barumalu nolankolu.
Are the democracy and human rights group also part of the UDP group?
Ako democracy aning ikafo moto do me human rights. Fol bebe kafu kilingole kono bang.
They are all within the same group. But I was not in the other vehicle. I did not follow their issues because we are always distance apart. But we are all on the same mission.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes.
To ask a question. First of all, the paramilitary that we are following you from Karantaba, you said there was a fight there, but you said it was after the fight that they arrived. Yeah, Karawan. The Paras came and so now the Paras that were following you, did they stop there? Because when you were narrating the incidents at the Denton Bridge, you said nothing about them.
ndanda ka para jenyala
I stopped seeing the paras with my own eyes.
Kafuta.
That was in Kafuta.
During a night spent Kafuta.
When we spent the night in Kafuta.
But during Boda Kafuta.
But when we left Kafuta,
Serekunda Jamapala.
here around Serekunda area,
Katapo Denton Bridge.
going up to Denton Bridge,
there
I did not see any para.
Soldier.
There, apart from the soldiers,
I don't want para.
I did not see any para.
Kola.
After that,
Denton Bridge.
those that suffered in Denton, suffered injuries in Denton Bridge and Banjul. When you left Banjul and went to Usenudabo's compound, did you discuss about their issue, especially the woman that you said died? Yes, when we got there, they asked me, and I recounted the story. I told them, I explained it to them. So now things are left with the leadership. Yes.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Samba. Have the floor.
Commissioner Samba ko Mr. Dabo.
I want to ask you this. You know, you said before you went on a tour so that you could know Gambia, because you were a fisherman, you went on that tour and you returned, given all the hardships that you have gone through. Are you still able to continue your work as a fisherman, or are you redundant?
No, I
am not redundant. In my home, I have a shop. I have a little merchandise in my shop. And so that is what I trade around. And that is where I get my sustenance for my family. But that does not affect my fishing activities. I still go out fishing and come. But fishing, going for fishing, it has affected that. But around the coast, by the beach side, I go to the beach side. I do my in and outs because I do some works there. These are trucks that take fish up country. We used to put the glass in them. We do all of that. So that's the kind of work that I do right now. That's what I do.
Fisheries department
the fisheries department that is there. The committee that is there. They were impressed with my work. So they took me. And they employed me in their ice room. I started work in that ice room this month, the 1st.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Carr. The floor.
Thank you. I have two questions. The first is the two names that you selected, democracy and human rights. What influenced it? Why did you name your groups those two names?
Ako nyin kar membable wala nyinti ali nyin to fulolu menula motola motodo democracy motodo human rights ako muno yosab.
Well,
I came and I found those names there already. So I cannot tell you this is the reason why these vehicles were given those names. Because I came and I joined the vehicle and heard the vehicle being called that name. And so I took it that way.
Thank you. The second question is quite a number of witnesses that came here who suffered victimization still live with the pains of those victimization. Is that the case with you too? Do you still suffer from the torture that you experience? Does it still affect you in one way or the other?
Ako to nyamo jamana ta sede yaro kijang adun hanimbi kanyim foko ye mantoro lumenu taki balajata dimi woning ila folu dolu e man torol men soto dimi mo be bala fokata bula bila ako fodo ita fana wo kukilingol be fana dala bang bala jato kono dimi mo be bala le me ya lon ko ya soto man torole kono men kari ibatan di fokana bula ha sayna
nte dimi kilimo min benna
For me, the only one pain that I have right now, the pain that I can say that is disturbing me, that is my soldier. Sometimes if I lie awkwardly on it, sometimes it dislocates. Sometimes. Sometimes even if I pick up a stone with this hand,
I cannot throw it.
I cannot throw it.
Because
even my bare hand, if I should throw a punch, I will dislocate it will dislocate. I can hold something and pick it up with it. I can hold something and I can work with it. But to hold something and throw it, but or to lie on it, or to make my hand in another way. If I want to do this hand as I can do it with the other one, my soldier used to dislocate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. If there are no further questions, Mr. Dabo, would you have any concluding remarks to make?
Chairman ko nyinin karla lunumbara barbitun silang ako Mr. Dabo itefang pour que la dia mo kumfa foi kuma sutule lafta men yitandila ka banke ka fo mole ingani yo moment.
Wala mu ngani yo mindi.
Yes, my wish is that.
Wala mu.
That is.
However
painful things are, however difficult they are, there must be forgiveness. Because this is something that has happened more than 20 years. And today here we are, all looking at one another. So we must forgive one another. But forgiveness is an intention, and that is where it comes from. When you say you forgive, you must agree to the latter. That is when God will accept your forgiveness. But to just merely say I forgive, just empty stroke, and that has not gone deep into your heart. But you see, human beings, they just see you. But what is in your heart, they cannot see it. But God, God does not look at the tongue. God looks at the human being's heart, what is in there. Whatever is in the mind of the human being, it's not in doubt as far as God is concerned. God knows all. Therefore, we must forgive one another. As Gambians, there is one thing happening here in Gambia, and I would also want to admonish Gambians on that issue, so that we remove that from our attitude. And what is that?
Tribalism.
And that is tribalism. Tribalism, since I was born and I come to know myself, in this country, I have never known tribalism. In my place, we are together with Manjagos. We are sitting together with Jolas. And our people removed our houses and gave to Jolas. And took our houses and gave to other tribes. There are Fullers. And we are all mixed together. But at that time, you never could tell, nobody behaved to the other in any tribalist manner. But to know a tribalist in this country, That was in this past 20 years. That was when tribalism came into the country. So we have to try and remove tribalism from our issues. If we don't remove tribalism from our affairs, even if 10 presidents were to take office in this country, they will not be able to develop this country. Because to develop a country, the people of the country must unite. They must have one aim and purpose, so that they are able to work and develop the country. So I appeal to Gambians to remove the issue of tribalism from our affairs, and so that we can together work this country, develop it. Citizens of Gambia, her mother and father are all jewelers, pure jewelers, and we have 9 children. We lost one. But there's no way that you could tell in our house whether this one was Jola or another ethnic group. So we united and we are all one. Yeah. So, Allah Barak. So thank you. Thank you.
Kotake abe jaila nu abe numbara la pour ka son kana CDRO la TRRC commission nyati lumula.
And so we have 45 minutes to go before our lunch break. Are you ready with the next witness, or would we go for the lunch break and then come back?
It would be best to go for the lunch break and then start with the witness after lunch.
Splendid. Good arrangement then. We're going to have a slightly longer lunch break. We come back at 2:30 and continue with this afternoon's proceedings. Thank you all very much. Meeting is adjourned.
Can I